Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games and a hunt for the best score of the decathlon. If you'd like to see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2018, Pro Cyclist Mode, Episode 71. We're also about to wrap up La Vuelta, the Vuelta España Tour of Spain, the Grand Tour, the final Grand Tour of my still young career that has gone without a Giro win. Took second. Tour de France, where things went horribly wrong, took 11th. But here, it looks like I could be in for my second straight Vuelta title. 2 stages to get it done. A 3-minute and 12-second gap over second place, Rapacero. 11 minutes over third place, absolutely demolishing the field. My hopes of a mountain climber's jersey as well, the one jersey absent from my trophy case in regards to La Vuelta. Well, I've got a lot of points to overcome, and just this last stage to get it done. The final stage, stage 21, is a short sprint stage with 0 mountain climbers points on offer. So it will be decided today. And I'm going to go for it here in this stage. Now it's Rawson right here who has it on 58 points. I have 47. So there's an 11-point gap. And meanwhile, Lutsenko also in between. So I'm in 3rd place right now. That's a lot. That is a lot. And so we're talking about I need 12 points. So can I get 12 points? Well, there's 5 for the first climb. There's 10 for that category 1. There's 3 for a category 3 and another 10 for a category 1. So just from these last 3 climbs, there are 23 points available. And these last 2 Category 1 climbs very much favor me. Now this first Category 2, it's worth points as well. And actually there's 15 between these 2. That would be enough if I can get these initial points. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use my team heavily during this first section, try to get those 15 points, get the lead, and then allow a breakaway group that does not include Lutsenko or Rawson in it to then break away. I've got to control the field to make that happen. So, the sad part, I'm lacking control yet again of some of my teammates, as there is some sort of contest in place for someone, Hamilton, as a puncher, and Hamilton then has Viviani and Van Garderen in support. The bad thing for me is this can change. This can be altered somewhere along the line, and I can't even get these guys to go forward, huh? Okay, how about everybody do this and go 76? Except for me. There we go. And I'm going to get them to try to control the field and not allow a breakaway to take place. For a while yet. Just heavy pressure on the field. Lead us over the top. I'll claim the points. And then after that second climb, we'll let things go. So let's see if we can make this happen. Alright, already we have attempts. So, step it up. Don't let them get away. Oh, come on. Don't let up.
A couple of teams have set themselves up as pacemakers for the pack. They obviously don't have anybody in the breakaway group.
5 riders away. 25 seconds is their gap at the moment. But if the pace is hot enough, we'll catch them. Unfortunately, there's a lot of additional riders that are trying to get away, and I'm the only one right now who's actually effectively giving chase. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. Where's the rest of my team? Lopez, Port, come on guys, get in there. We really need to go harder than this. 83 is not hard enough to keep them in check. It's 8 riders, 30 seconds. I don't mind having a small group away that can be reeled back in. But if it gets too large, there's no way we're going to catch up to them before those climbs. I'd like to get this done on those first 2 climbs and then be able to relax.
The pack is increasing its work rate. Some teams can't be happy with the
45 seconds. Gap's grown a little bit. Finally, we come to the front. More riders try to get into the break. Up the pressure, 87. It's not the number of riders, it's the gap. And you put enough pressure on them, they will cave and be caught. They can't ride too hard for too long because what it takes to get away from the field burns a lot of energy. And if you're going hard enough, they won't recover, and we catch right back up to them. But without an entire team at my disposal, it's a little bit difficult. I got 4 guys in rotation here. Eleven riders, 55 seconds.
The pack can't get strung out too far, or it's going to start breaking up.
And we can actually potentially catch them on the climb itself. But that will involve a chase up that climb. These guys got to have enough energy to do that themselves. Come on. At the moment, they're still opening a gap. But again, unlike us in the peloton, it's harder for them to be up there. Come on, don't make this the second year in a row where we just miss out. Who did I just lose? Tweets? Yeah? Gosh, it would be nice if I had more than just these 4. Put myself into the group. Might as well. Now the time's coming down. 50 seconds. 49.
Looks like a few riders at the back are beginning to
They're splitting. The pressure's too much. The chase is too hot. 30 seconds. Ooh, hello, hello. Look who's in a break. On their own.
Between the breakaway and the pack. There's a sustained rhythm at the moment. Some riders definitely won't be able to keep up. Flat tire. It always happens at the wrong moment.
It's actually not a good thing because I just lost my team's ability to chase and everybody else is now chasing me, trying to bring me back. But meanwhile, I've got to try to catch up to a group that doesn't want to be caught with a field that wants to catch me desperately. And actually, that's kind of a good thing. "30 seconds, 30 seconds. Let's go. Catch these guys." There's the field. The field's caught us, and I've caught the group. Now they're already attacking, but if I can get my way to the top first, there's 5 of the points.
The pack is back on level terms with the breakaway group. Some team managers mustn't appreciate the fact that there is a breakaway, given that the pack has increased its speed.
Into the lead. Still 3 kilometers, so can only push so hard here. Especially with the field desperate to catch me, and I've got to make sure I myself don't create a world of havoc. I'll have a little descent here to recover. There we go. Oh yeah, big gap opening. 37, 40 seconds. 50. I got this. I got this. 2K. Don't run out too soon. Come on, get me to the top. Get me to the top. Give me these points. We'll recover. That'll be 5. That'll be 5. 1K to go. Uh-oh. 99. Get me to the top first. 5 points in the bag. Okay, slow recovery here. Get some water while I can. Let's get back in the group and all of a sudden everything falls apart, right? 6 points is the gap. Alright, 6 points is the gap. I got 5 points. We've got one more climb to go. Can I stay away over the top? There's 13 give and chase, and it's leaders. They've left everybody else behind. If I have a small group of 13, I could have them catch up to me. I could just ride on and then attack the top of the climb, take the points, and then just chill. Let's see if they can even catch me that quickly. Alright, we'll go normal here, 74, sure. I actually have 53 seconds, 7.4 kilometers, and I have a minute lead. It's actually opened up, 7.4%. Could I get it done here? 10 points, enough to take the mountain climber's jersey. 34 seconds, they've come back at me a bit. 31 seconds, 30. Ooh. Run out of energy too soon here. 30 seconds. Here they come. Shoot. Okay, they've come back at me. Slow this down. Now, is Lutsenko's here. I don't see Rosson in the group, though. There's 4 people in the group that I don't see. It shows me 10. I could look through, potentially, but 1.5K to the top. I can attack it here soon. There we go. I could completely recover after this. This is really an easy stage, all things considered.
This climb is feared by many riders. The percentages are very high.
Just a little gap. Don't need a big gap. Just a little gap. Attack, attack, 10 points. Got it. And now I've got the lead. 4 points over Rosson. 9 over Lutsenko. Rapaciro actually picked up some points, but he's 22 down. So Rapaciro's out of reach. Now, all I have to worry about from here is those last 2. Wait for my group. I have no reason to attack them. I have no reason to get any points from here. And most of this race should come back together. So it's possible. I might have done it. Recovery is looking good. These guys are actually having a hard time coming back at me, and the gap's opening up. Oh, that's funny. It's a minute and a half. Now they're coming back because they've been caught by a group. 21 riders. Let's go normal here. 34 riders. Field coming back together. I've got 4 teammates here. Hamilton, Lopez, Van Garderen. I'm caught with who's working for me and who's working for Hamilton mess. We're back up to 60 riders. 5, so 4 teammates with me. Field's coming back together. Now, there's no breakaway group right now, so I got to be careful that Rosson and Lutsenko do not suddenly start a breakaway. And now most of the field's back together, 101 riders. Now, if I have to, I'll use my team to attack this Category 3 climb so that no break can happen and those guys can't suddenly go off the front. Potentially, I could and should have to attack it myself, actually, just to defend. Preparing to hit the climb here. I will use these 4 guys. Do I have control of all of them? Port, I do not. Okay, here we go. Oh, of course, now I'm down to just 3. I had more than 3 a second ago. Yeah, 89? That sounds good. Attack this Category 3. Just as self-defense. Sorry, teammates. I want all 4 jerseys. I know, I'm being greedy here. But it's making these last 2 stages fun when it's otherwise a boring race when it's already settled, 3 minutes ahead. Okay, we have 3 kilometers. 3 kilometers.
Uh-oh, the pack is quick in the pace.
2 kilometers. Okay, 1.5. Start to move up a little bit here. Come on, come on.
The riders are in a portion above 10%.
Okay, now I'm going to take the... Really? I just lost control of all my teammates? There we go.
A courageous rider is looking to break away.
Got it. Extend the lead. It's not 10 points, but Lutsenko can't catch me. 10 points available on the final climb. Lutsenko is out of reach. That is now 7 points clear of Rosson. Now it's literally just 1 rider left to worry about. Field will catch me soon.
There's more than a minute on the clock. The brake seems to be working. The breakaway is not to everybody's liking. The peloton has significantly increased its speed. It's survival of the fittest, and evolution doesn't seem to favor those in the rear. There's a growing list of riders left behind. This is the last third of the race. The team leaders have their minds fixed on today's goal.
Alright, so this is turning out to be quite fun. I'm enjoying this one. I'm probably enjoying it more because it's actually working out. Tends to go that way, you know, like the Tour de France was miserable because I was doing poorly. Sorry, I'm human. I have emotions. I have feelings. Alright, so here we go again. Everybody, thank you, thank you. Actually, let's turn it down a notch. Let's go 87. Still have 1 climb. 1 final climb to defend here in La Vuelta. 5K. 5K to the top. 9.6% average gradient, 718 meters of climbing overall. And let's see, Rosson should be in a polka dot blue, white and blue jersey, and I don't see him anywhere near the front of the field as of right now.
The riders have upped the pace.
3 kilometers. Lopez at the front, but the last one hanging on right now, so. Going off the front. 2K to go.
Another attack in the leading group. Those guys up front aren't going to be making too many.
Lutsenko's trying to attack, but it's too late for him. I'm off the front. Small gap. It's Lutsenko and Ulysses. Rosson has not made it out of the group, so just about claimed the final 10 points as well. Might as well. Perfect for the day. And now we can just relax, chill out, cruise to victory. Mountain standing, 16 points clear. So from third to first, with quite the cushion in a single stage, winning all 4 climbs of the day. Putting my team to good use to help make that happen. Now I have Lutsenko with me. Poor Lutsenko, he only got a few points today, just now. "14 riders giving chase. Now catching us. 16 riders. None of my teammates are here. But nobody's going to want to attack this hard enough, and so the field's just going to slowly come back together. 20 riders now, 29 riders now, and now I have 2 teammates. So nobody seems interested. Rapacero, why your team, you've got riders here, why your team didn't decide to attack hard and keep up a heavy pace and then attack me later on, try to keep the field behind us. No? Not interested? Okay. By the way, there was never a breakaway today, besides, me. So, I've confused the field to the point where I've just had my way with them. 25K to go here in the penultimate stage of La Vuelta. We're going to cruise towards the end of this one as the field gets larger and larger. We went from 1 to 2 to 6 to 90 riders. And there's still riders coming back at us as they catch back up with just 18 kilometers to go. And the day has never seen a true breakaway. Besides myself attacking those climbs.
15 kilometers remaining.
Looking a little weak with all the efforts today, but just fine. Now all of a sudden the peloton has just plummeted in size again, but some came back together that came through the crash. So 42 riders, and it's only 12K, so it's going to be difficult for riders to come back now. You can see there's still some bouncing back and forth, and there's no pace here in the field. Viviani, our sprinter. It's only 11K. I'd put Lopez on the front and have him attack, but I don't want to waste him. Let him survive. Viviani can have his sprint. And now we're back together again. Lutsenko trying to attack. We're going to have our first breakaway at 8 kilometers. No? Alright, how about we go 99s, and I'm going to follow Viviani, the actual sprinter, and then who can lead you out? Let's see. Richie Porte has a decent acceleration. Barguil, even better. So follow Barguil. Follow Porte. I don't want to abuse Lopez. Lopez, just follow me. Lopez has a decent standing. We can try to preserve that. So Richie Porte, there you go. Pull, don't let these guys actually get away. So the first attempt at a breakaway comes with just 8 kilometers left in the stage. Oh, how funny I can make things when I really want to.
The riders are entering the last 5 kilometers of the stage.
Okay, 5K to go. Whoa, Barguil, where are you? Shoot. Okay, Lopez. Lopez, you're gonna take over. Okay, so Lopez to the front, leading out now for Viviani as Barguil was too far back in the field. Those guys have been caught, so 3K. So actually, Lopez, save yourself just a little bit. Give us a decent lead out. Port hanging on and recovering. Barguil finally getting up here, but Barguil's done. Lutsenko again trying to attack. 1.5. 1.5. Let's first do this, and then you are going to sprint, and I'm going to sprint. Should have just tried to follow Viviani. Viviani's going to win the stage, so I helped my teammate get a stage win. And I've got myself a top 5. Tish Benut in second. Matteo Trentin in third. Diego Ulisi, who tried to break away, gets fourth. Matthews 5th. I take 6th. Rapacero 7th. So there you go. I even get a top 10 on the stage after all of that. Fun, fun, fun. One stage to go. 20 kilometers remaining. It undulates a bit. You can see here how we are on an uphill section, but the final 5 kilometers are all downhill. You can see the banner ahead. We have another lap to go. Wow, there's a lot of riders attacking. Probably not a good time for that. There we go. Okay. So most all of the team, besides Richiport today, are assigned to supporting Elia Viviani for the sprint. We've got a very small breakaway. There's just 3 riders. They were already a 2 and a 1, but now they are all 3 solo riders. Which is going to make it really hard for them to stay away with the real impetus of the field giving chase. Here's a look at the final kilometer, which we'll be hitting next time. It does go back uphill a little bit here right at the end. Actually, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. It just levels off. So it's a level break or finish. You might have noticed, though, that the team roster a little bit shorter. I didn't notice at the end of the last race. I had heard that there were some crashes, but I wasn't paying any attention to who was involved or what happened. But I did notice after the stage was done that TJ Van Garderen, unfortunate for him, is he was right around 20th in the standings, as well as somebody else. Hamilton. No, Hamilton's still there. Dylan Toynes, withdrew. So, unfortunate for them. We are down to 6.7 to go here. Breakaway has been caught here this time. Final time through this 5K banner. And we're starting to see some attacks here. 5K to go. Nope. Okay, not full-on attacks. Let's just get back up near the front. Relax, recover. Good. Ports here. 3.3. Use my gel. Downhill now to the finish. Okay, let's start getting up into place.
There goes the sprint. The strong men are giving their all.
Port giving me some support. There we go. Sprint over the top. Viviani's up there, but I don't think he's on top. Groenewegen for the win. McClay, Viviani. Tight finish here. Wow, that is a lot of riders within a bike's length. Salcedo, Van Poppel, Trentin, McCarthy, all there. Matthews just 9th, but of course it's the hilly stuff that really does him well. I get 19th. Nice view there. I like that angle. Alright, well there is La Vuelta in the books. And here we go. Final overall standings. First place over Rapacero, Bernal, Saccharin, Ciccone, Lopez up into 9th. In the sprints, I've got that one won. The Mountain, great effort. stage number 20 to pull that together. Lutsenko actually overtakes Rosson by a point to take second in that competition. In the under 25s, I win that as well. So I get every single jersey. It would have been nice to get the team's competition as well, but we finished third. That is going to be worth a lot of points. 60 points of progression here. So in leveling up terms, I went from level 22, I don't know, roughly about here, all the way around a third of the way through level 23. But I will not level up again before the end of this series, as we are getting so close to said end of series. We have 2 more one-day classics. And then we have the Worlds, Time Trials, and Road Race, and Lombardia. And that's it. 5 races remain. Just 5. That is just amazing that we are that close. We got a little bit of writing to do yet in this episode. And then it looks like just 1 more, most likely, will get in the rest of the schedule. As a team, wow, Quick-Step now looking at 5 stars for next season. Dang. But on the individual, I now have a massive lead, nearly twice the points of Marc Soler in the World Tour rankings. And in the Super Prestige, 2,000. So again, almost double Gaviria and Soler. Rapacero jumps 10 places up to 4th after his 2nd place finish at La Vuelta. Viviani in 7th, so he's having a really good season as well. Egan Bernal up into 8th after taking 3rd. Tish Minute, after a strong showing from him, brings him up to 15th. And now, with the victory there and the stage victories that I took, I now lead the World Tour with 20 victories on the season. Viviani's got 12 now. I just helped him grab one of those victories as well in stage 20. And as a team, we're not winning. We're 2nd. Team Sky holds the lead. But we are leading the Super Prestige. By the way, when it comes to victories, 1 behind Mitchelton Scott. So close. By the way, so for Super Prestige, right, if you've seen my other series and you've tracked the game of Decathlon at all, 10,000 points is the overall objective. 1,000 points is the objective for each game. Now, in the career mode, not Pro Cyclist, but in the career mode, in my other series, I divide by 10 instead of divide by 5. Why? Because I've got a whole team at my disposal instead of just 1 rider. But you do tend to get the bulk of your points from just 1 or 2 riders. So, that's why it's divide by 10 instead of divide by like 20 or something like that. 10,000. 10,000 equals 1,000 when we're divided by 10. So I would just about be hitting that point right now with this team. Of course, the bulk of the points coming from myself. But back on that individual, where am I now on that prospect? 45.08. It's 5,000 is where I hit 1,000 points. I'm 500 points away. I've got 5 races to go. It could happen. It could happen. Oh, I'm getting close. I am getting so close. But let's keep going. Just 5 races left to go. I've added another jersey to my trophy cabinet. That makes 7 of 16. I've got a chance to at least get to 50% if I can take 1 of the World Championships titles here before the end of the season, before the end of my career, even though I'm just 23 years old. But we've got Pro Cycling Manager 2019 waiting in the wings to take over. I've also cracked the 50 barrier in terms of victories, now with 52. However, no monuments, no classics. And I think that is something that I'll be looking towards in the next playthrough, having a better chance at monuments and classics, though still, especially with a lot of work to do, going for the Tour de France, the Giro. So having a stage racing specialist, but also somebody who's capable of monuments and classics, ultimately meaning I need to be better on hill climbs, have that better stamina, high resistance. That'll really, really help with those. I still need to be a good time trialist, still need to be good in the mountains, but I'm going to try to add a few more attribute points in that direction next time around. Next up, in our 5th till the end of the year race, we're at 99% fitness. It's the Memorial Marco Pantani, the great Italian rider, winner of the Giro, who passed away quite a while ago now. I want to say it was 2004? 178 kilometers. It's a hill climb. We've got a loop, a climb that we're going to go over a few times. This is not a race that's going to suit me. I have very, very little chance of any success in this one, as it is very much a flat finish. And I probably wouldn't even be team leader on this one, from what I presume. We're far enough along, so I can at least wait and see what is my assignment before we skip forward. Okay. Lopez and I are both with the objective to win the race. It's a sprint stage. It is a sprint. But we don't have any sprinters here. All right. Well, I'll see you at the end of the race. 80 riders in the peloton. 5 riders left in the break. They are 58 seconds ahead. We have one more time over the climb. What I did after relaxing through the first climb, and literally no one was dropped through there. It was easy pace and just those 5 riders away. On the second time through the climb, I used the control of who I did have control over, and we attacked the climb at an 86. And it split the field. It was down to 40, but only 40 came back, so we did shrink the field ultimately by a good margin. And now on the third time, we're going to do it again and see if we can't get the group a bit smaller, get it down to, I don't know, 15, 20, 25 riders. And then we can potentially get something out of this. The objective is to win. It's not going to happen. I don't see why it would. We did break in between so my guys could recover, but other teams did pick up the mantle and gave chase, so that was all good. We've dropped 1 so far, but it does, after this, get steeper again. 76. 4 dropped now.
The pack is slowly whittling away the lead. A couple of teams have set themselves up as pacemakers for the pack.
73 riders, and apparently I'm going to be the one giving pole now to split the field a little bit. And that's okay. Got the strength to do it. 1 rider left off the front is all, but we have not done the damage this time that we did last time. It's still 60 riders. However, we're not done yet. No, not done yet. 40 riders. Hey, we're right back to where we were. But we've got another climb coming here, so I'm going to do that again, leading it out, and I'm going to attack it a little bit harder. I can recover on the descent. I've got the teammates to help me. And the gap is opening up further this time, but it's still just 40 riders. Alright, I will relax now. And recover 36. That's still too big. There's one last little punchy part, so we'll try again to push hard over the top of that one as we go back up to 40. But this time it does look like gaps have opened up a lot more behind us. I mean, those 3, maybe 6 riders could still come back at us potentially, but overall, we're not going to get back up to 80 riders. So at least we've done some damage to limit those who will be involved in the finish. And there's a split, 11 riders off the back, and we're down to 32 right as we're about to hit the climb. So 32, and I'm going to push out here at about a 90. I don't want to push too hard. I've still got to be involved in protecting myself. Arslanov and Barguil off the back, and that puts us over the top. I've got Lopez and Port are all that is left from the team, 28 riders overall. 2 of them look like they're trying to get back on, and they do. 30. 2 riders again, 32. Oh, come on, don't let those 11 riders back on. Where's the pace? They're back on. 43. Group's getting larger and larger here. Nobody is working hard enough to make anything happen. Arslanov, there we go. Let's go 88s. You don't have any help, though. 61 riders. The group's just getting bigger and bigger. So you're just going to go 99. And if anybody else can go faster and harder, they will. But it looks like Arslanov just giving it his all. 26K. Let's get Barguil up there. Ooh, not 99. Hold on. Yeah, 91. It's 83 riders, so yeah. Dang it. This didn't work out. This is a huge punch sprint. Now, looking at my team, though, a lot of guys, no, not really. It's just Arslanov and Barguil, who I worked. Everybody else is full strength. It's flat. Pace hasn't been hot enough. I mean, the group behind us is actually coming back at us still. Okay, 8 kilometers. I'll start to slow down here. 7. Sprint finish. Now it's 107 riders. This did absolutely no good. Tried to split the field. It's just too long of a perfectly flat area. And if I had full team control, I would have made it happen, but not with partial control, not with control of just 2 riders. I might be co-leader, but I'm not really co-leader. I've got control of a much smaller portion of the team than Lopez does. 2K to go. Start moving up. Here we go, 96, 98, and sprint. Zana gets a bit of an edge, but here come the actual sprinters. Bilbao to the front. Battaglin takes the win, and I get 11th. Oh, so close to a top 10. Hey, there's Ian Garrison getting a top 10. American who is on my career mode squad. Takes 9th. Good for him. Barguil takes 14th. Lopez, who was supposed to win this thing, not even in the top 20, 24th for him. Yeah, this was not a hill stage at all. So them saying that I should win this was pretty ridiculous. And maybe I should have looked at the actual profile before choosing to still be a part of this race. No? Well, hey. 11th has got to be worth a few points. A few. 4 races left to go. And about 500 points to cover. Boy, that's going to be tough. Alright, well, I think 4 races can easily fit into 1 episode. And we're just a day away from the Trofeo Mattioli. The fitness right there, 99%. Fitness Peak has ended, though, so hopefully this does not crash going into next week, and I can keep those little bonuses going into the Worlds. Now this is one that could favor me a little bit. It's still more punchy than Mountainous. Lopez is there as well, though, so I could still have the split roll. But that's going to be into the next episode. We've got the Worlds, both of those. So, let's see. Where are we now? A few points higher, presumably. Yeah, 45-16. I think that was like 8 points that I picked up. It's marginal, but it's something. It's still something. That is over 900, so it is a new record for this game. And for all of my games, this is the closest that I've gotten to 1,000. But with just 4 races to go, it's going to be tight. 484 points left to cover to hit a perfect score for this game, for this season. It's been my goal all along. Yes, winning the Giro, winning the Tour de France were certainly in there on the goals, and I only accomplished 1 of 3 goals when it came to the Grand Tours, and for that the season's been a little bit disappointing. But the game itself, how close we are, it could be, it still could be. I mean, look how far ahead I am for everyone, so gotta have something to get after at this point. The Vuelta, that went well. I took every jersey. That was a good result. That felt good. Can we get one more feel-good moment? Can I get a World's victory? Can I get 484 points? We'll have to find out next time. But that's going to do it for this episode. Presumably the penultimate episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. And remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my Road to the Record. Bye for now.